time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Tuesday. And what does that mean? Cue the horns. Do, 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 do. It's time for what I eat in a day on Weight Watchers throughout the week. Snippets of what I've eaten when I get to film my food. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. There's some tastings. And there's a retro D recipe on these. I'm trying to put retro recipes that I haven't made in a long time. On my original blog on dishwithdee.org, that has all my earlier stuff. So if you haven't checked out dishwithdee.org, all my earlier stuff is on there. I'm making stuff and then I'm transferring it over to the .com, just so it's all in one place. But today I am bringing you does anybody know what this one is? Say it with me. Cream of wheat loaf. Yep, one of my original recipes that I made in the very beginning of my channel. Cream of wheat loaf. Oh, it's a winner, my lovelies. It is a winner. So definitely now, if you have to count fruit, this would be 6 to 7 points, depending on the size of your banana. If you don't have to count fruit, it's only 4 points, which I think for a nice loaf, it is so worth it. So now you could absolutely sub out, instead of the banana, you could use unsweetened applesauce, which you still have to count, and or pumpkin, which I don't know you have to count pumpkin. I have to look that one up. I'm not sure on the diabetic plan we have to count pumpkin. I would say no, it's more of a vegetable, but I'm not sure. But that is it. Everything will be on dishwithdee.com if you want to make this, but that's at the end of the video. But first, let's go see some fabulous food footage. So let's roll it. Having a little girl lunch on my Uber home plate. I have radishes, mini bell peppers, carrots, turkey, hearts of palm, Aldi's tzatziki dip, which is right here. There's artichoke tzatziki. That is 2 points. My cracker is 2 points. My turkey is 2 points. So that's 6 points for my lunch today. Time for another tasting. What are you tasting today, Dee? The Like Air and Sour Cream and Onion, baby. You heard it right. In these individual bags, this is 2 points on WW, 80 calories, 1 gram of protein, 7 grams of total carbs, 5 grams of total fat, 0 total sugar. So let's try it. Ooh, I smell the onion. That makes me happy. Oh, these are good. I will say, I wish they're a little bit more flavorful, but they're good. I love the texture. 4.5 out of 5 because I wish them to be stronger. Like Air, add a little bit more onion in there. But it's a go for D. Dinner tonight is chicken fried rice. Honestly, it's kind of disconjointed, but that's what it is. I have 3/4 cups of brown rice with some shredded chicken breast, soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, some garlic. I forgot my veggies. They're over there. I'll put them on. They're 0 points anyway. So this will lead me to be 5 points for the rice, 1 point for the oil, and that's going to be my dinner for 6 points. Well, we'll say 7. Breakfast this morning is a tomato basil, what I call strata. I baked it instead of microwaved it. It is on dishwithdee.com. It is 6 Weight Watcher points, 3 for my 2 slices of bread, 2 for my string cheese, and 1 for my Parmesan cheese, because that's how I roll. There's tomatoes, basil, fresh basil, bread, eggs, a little bit of milk. Check out dishwithdee.com. We'll hook you up with the written recipe. Yes, before you say it, she did stick to the pan a little bit. I've been having bad luck with my pans. Maybe I'm using the better spray, the non-aerosol, and things are sticking. Interesting. All right, I want to enjoy my delicious tomato basil or caprese strata this morning. Just wanted to show you the inside, how light and fluffy it is. Go to dishwithdee.com for the written recipe. This is a keeper, my lovelies. Absolutely one of my best creations ever is the tomato caprese strata. Having a little girl lunch today, a little bit of repeat of yesterday. Hearts of palm, radish. I'm having some celery. This is some turkey breast that I make for the dog. I know, you can't eat all of it anyway. 0 points, and I have a 2-point Waspicrus, so my lunch is 4 points. I'm eating on the fly because I am late today, but this is my lunch. Girl lunch. 6-point mezcala bar. It's in matcha flavor. So I needed a little extra lunch today, so I'm gonna enjoy this. So here's my completed taco. I put in my tracker for 2 of these wraps. 2 are 5 points. And I did put for the amount of meat. So we'll see if I feel like having another one. There's 11 points. It's ground turkey. There is lettuce, tomato. And there's a couple of sauces. A tablespoon of this. A little one. I gotcha. For 1 point. And a tablespoon of this for 1 point. Honestly, I think I have less than a tablespoon. So it's just trying to do a little Taco Tuesday. Steve wanted tacos, so since we were out, they saw at the DMV, or maybe you didn't see. So I should try running to Aldi. I'm going to put some non-fat cream. Oh, there is 1 point of avocado. I forgot to mention that. I have to put that in my tracker. So I'm going to throw some yogurt and I'm going to have at it. We'll see if I feel like having another one or not. It's a game time decision. These are fat-free refried beans. It's a big... Oh, I didn't mention it's the... I'll show you the tortillas later. Breakfast this morning is a banana nut smart muffin for 2 points and a 1/3 cup of 1% fat cottage cheese for 1 point. So my breakfast this morning is 3 points on the Weight Watchers points plan, Diabetic edition. So that is my breakfast this morning. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to the top of that, maybe a little bit of skinny syrup. I'm going to have at this luscious breakfast. Maryland date trip. I had some she crab soup. It is broth based, so I counted that as 0 points because this is broth and some veggies and some crab. I also had the poke with chips. I had to count the chips and the oil. There isn't much oil in there, so I gave it 12 points for the whole thing. It was absolutely divine. I did share the chips. Breakfast this morning is a vegetable hash. I have zucchini, yellow squash, onions, mushrooms, spinach. I think that's it. Yellow squash, green squash, onions. Yeah, that's it. 2 poached eggs, some tomatoes, some basil. Oh, there is 1 point of shredded potato in this. Now, I made enough for 2 portions. So, that's only one for the 2 portions, actually. I only had 84 grams. So, technically, it could be a 0 point hash. But I'll give it a point. That's how I roll. That's going to be my breakfast this morning. You can see this in a collab video, how easily this came together. Last week I did with Barrett Pastor, so check out last week's Friday collab with Barrett. You can see how easily I made this delicious breakfast for 1 point. It's a lot of food here, peeps. So we just took it out of the oven. Everything is nice and congealed. This is where you can get creative. Tomatoes, you know me. Don't want my tomatoes heated up. Now, is this going to be messy? A little bit. I will bring a fork over there with me in case I lose a lot of this, which I probably will. You could drizzle taco seasoning. You could drizzle taco sauce. Just depends on what you want. A little bit of non-fat Greek yogurt and some fresh lettuce on top. Because it is a taco, right? If you had fresh salsa, that would be good. But I do have taco seasoning. I have this Old El Paso. Well, we'll scan it after to see if there's points. I don't think that there is because it's only 5 calories, but we're just going to. I will definitely be eating the rest of that. But there you have your delicious lunch points. 3 for the pizza crust. 4 for the meat, 2 more for the cheese. So I have 6 points. We will check on this and I will let you know. I had a grilled chicken buffalo chicken salad out. The dressing was very high in points. I gave it 7 for the dressing. There was some fresh mozzarella. I gave 6 points. And I did have a semolina roll for 3 points based on what I found in the app. So that salad was 16 points. Breakfast this morning is 1 large pancake. It is a 1/2 cup of the Clean Simple Eats protein pancake mix for 4 points. I do 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk for 0. So my large pancake, you can make smaller ones. It's just sometimes you just want 1 pancake and flip it. It is 4 points for my breakfast this morning. Oh, I did put 2 tablespoons of Lakanto maple for 0 points. So that's my breakfast this morning. Dinner tonight is a little ciabatta gluten-free roll for 4 points. I have 1 point of sauce that I just put on there. I put the rest in here. I have a chicken breast for 0 points. I also have a 4-point bag, which I didn't bring over, of popcorners I'm going to eat as well. So my dinner will be 9 points. Oh, 10 for the cheese. Sorry. Pretend all that cheese will be 10 points. So that's 10 points, extremely well spent, in my opinion. Breakfast this morning is a Greek, I'm calling it, scramble. I have spinach, mushrooms, onions, a mini bell pepper, 2 eggs. I think that's it. There's a lot going on here. I topped it with 16 grams of feta, 15 grams of feta. Or was it 14 grams? It was 1 point's worth. I think it's 14. A reduced fat feta. I have a 36 gram slice of sourdough bread. So it's 3 Weight Watcher points. My scramble is 1 Weight Watcher point for the feta. Everything else is 0. Topped it with some fresh tomato, some fresh basil. And this is my 4-point on WW Diabetic plan breakfast. It is magnificent, and I cannot wait to dig into this flavorful, delicious breakfast. Out to dinner for my favorite Asian. It is shrimp teriyaki over white rice. I counted 6 points for my rice and 5 points for the teriyaki sauce. Everything else was 0 points. It was delicious. Lunch today is a wrap with some turkey, some cheese, and some homegrown sprouts. My wrap is 2 points. My turkey is 1. My cheese is 3. I know. It's all about balance. So I have a 6-point turkey cheese wrap for lunch today. 3 points for my breakfast this morning. It is a smart muffin banana nut for 2 points and a 1/3 cup of the 1% brand cottage cheese for 1 point. I did put some cinnamon on the top. So it is a 3-point breakfast. I'm not even awake yet. I like these Smart Muffins. They're really good. If you're ever interested in trying them, I do have 10% off from Smart Baking. And I'm going to enjoy this breakfast this morning. Quick and out the door. Was it a late brunch? I had quiche, 1 piece of French toast, scrambled eggs, sausage, and bacon. I counted as 20 points because I had no idea how it was made, so I just gave it 20. Dinner tonight is leftover sauteed veggies, buckwheat noodles, and some chicken breast that I had cooked up during the week. 6 points for my noodles. My veggies are 0, my chicken is 0, but I'm going to add 2 points just for any kind of oil that I might have used, just to be fair. So it'll be an 8-point vegetable forward buckwheat noodle bowl. I did put a little bit of soy sauce and garlic. Time for another tasting. What are you tasting today, Dee? I got these at Aldi, and they are the Zero Added Sugar Zero brand ice cream bars in strawberry. And it has with probiotics, 70 calories, 0 sugar added, 0 artificial sweeteners, 0 sugar alcohol, 0 artificial flavors, 0 gluten, keto friendly, and probiotics. So one is 70 calories, 3 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of total sugar, and they are 3 points. I think it's a pretty nice sized bar. Let's taste it though. Gotta taste good. These are really good. Aldi for the win. I need to get back there this week and grab another box. 5 out of 5. Time for another retro D recipe. One of my most famous. People to this day still make it and still tag me and they say how much they love it. It is a cream of wheat mini loaf. Cream of wheat, the hot cereal that you had as a child, I make it into a delicious breakfast loaf. It is phenomenal. Oh my God, it's pretty gosh darn good. So, I'm gonna grab my little spatula, which I already should have had out. This is not the one I want. This is the only one I see, so we'll use this one. In a bowl, I mashed a banana. You could use applesauce. You could use pumpkin. I would use probably a 1/2 cup of applesauce or pumpkin, unsweetened applesauce. So you definitely could, and the variations are on the website of how to change it up. You can make this chocolate. You can do this so many ways. It's such a fantastic recipe that I don't know how I came up with it. I really don't remember. It was just something that struck me as, oh, that sounds really good. Because I love cream of wheat, so it was nostalgia, I guess. So in a bowl, I have a mashed banana. To that, I'm going to add an egg. You could use egg white, of course. All these recipes, you definitely could swap out different ingredients. Okay. Brown sugar substitute. Could you use regular sugar? Why not? You can use any sweetener of your choice. Using a tablespoon. Don't try to follow along because everything is on the website. So you have the brown sugar, baking powder, of course. About, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, just depends. It's kind of judging on your own part. Salt, because everything needs salt. And I'm going to use maple extract today. You could use vanilla, you can use whatever you want. In the original, I think I'd put vanilla extract and pancake syrup in it. I may throw a tablespoon of pancake syrup in there. So 3/4 of a teaspoon of maple or cream of wheat. Let me just double check. Banana, egg, cream of wheat, brown sugar, salt, baking powder, extract. Oh, I didn't put any. Now, cinnamon if you wanted. I'm not going to put cinnamon today. Now, you can. I'm just choosing, for me, not to put it in today. You could put seasonings. You could put chai. You could put nutmeg. Whatever you like. So I love these recipes. You can tailor them to what you like. You don't have to just do, oh, because Denise used this. No, you can use whatever spices you like. Put Lily's chips in here. This is definitely your loaf to have fun with. But I am not feeling cinnamon today. No specific reason. I'm just not. Okay, it's all welcome by. My oven is preheated to 375. You can do 350. I just like 375. Again, the famous D mini loaf pan. Now, if you remember last week, we had this conversation about I'm going to try to use Pam spray. I'm using the Aldi brand, actually, because I'm having trouble with things sticking with using the, let me show you, like the avocado or olive oil non-aerosol spray. It's better for your non-stick pan, but yeah, I'm having things stick. So they never stuck before, so I'm really not quite sure why that is. So we'll see if this makes a difference. Spray liberally. And of course, I always use the butter flavor when I bake, because that's what I do. Just put that in there. This bakes, what's it say on the little, for 30 minutes. Because it's a nice dense loaf. It's a great way to have cream of wheat. And it's delicious. You could toast it. You could put jelly. You could put peanut butter. I'm not putting any lilies today. I'm just not feeling lilies. I'm not feeling cinnamon or chocolate today. Shocking, I know. So I'll throw this in the oven. We'll bake it for 30 minutes. We'll come back and I will unmold her. She baked for a half an hour exactly. I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if she comes out of the pan easy. We're going to do this live. Or I should say in real time. It's not really live. But I always loosen the edges because it already looks better on the sides. I can tell it's going to pop right out. I don't know about right out, but I think it's going to pop out much more easily. Okay. I usually put it on a dish to get it out, and then I put it on a wire rack. Experiment success. What do you think of that? Look at that. Just a little teeny tiny thing. So yes, if you're baking in these little ceramic mini loaves, you have to use the regular aerosol Pam spray. The other ones, like these, now while these are fantastic for non-stick, I'm going to do a little PSA. I think I'll do a reel on this because this is important. This is great for non-stick pans, but everything sticks in my ceramic mini loaf pan. You saw it. Look at that. That's it. Go flip her over. And there's your cream of wheat loaf. What were the points? That's a good question because you're going to ask me, Dee, what were the points? And I'm like, I think they're 4. Let me double check. 4 points for the whole loaf. You just have to count on Weight Watchers well, if you have to count banana, that would be, I should have weighed it to know the exact amount. Was it 2 or 3 points for the banana and 4 for the cream of wheat? You could actually shave off a tablespoon of the cream of wheat and do 3 points. I like the 4 tablespoons, but you definitely can do 3, I believe, and still get away with it. But yes, if you're on the diabetic plane, you have to count that mashed banana, and the applesauce. But I don't think you have to count pumpkin. But yes. I love to toast this, cut it through the middle. So you have 2 long planks, toast it and top it with peanut butter. You could put maple syrup and have it as a breakfast loaf. It's fantastic. This is a great breakfast on the go. It's satiating. It's delicious. This is one of my greatest accomplishments is making this recipe. It's phenomenal. This and the oat were that started it all. When I started making these, I started like these pans were everything. I got my first mini loaf pan at a yard sale. This one I got at the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree does have these, so they usually have them for fall. So definitely worth $1.25. I love that. I call it the D loaf. It's a nice size. You could have half if you wanted for a little dessert. So that's my retro recipe. To be on dishwithdee.com, I'll hook you up with the written recipe. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you saw anything you liked that I ate, let me know in the comment section below. If I can help you with anything, let me know that in the comment section below. I like to eat a wide variety of just interesting food and things that you think outside the box sometimes. And that's how you are successful, thinking outside the box. Don't be having the old diet food. Have food reinvented. So if you enjoyed this, give it a big old thumbs up. If you're not yet, hit that subscribe button. You're missing this. Hit that subscribe. Join us here at Dish with Dee. We are making legit food here. So join us here. I will dish. We have, before I forget, we have a fantastic Facebook group. Dish with Dee's Crew is linked in the description box below always. My Amazon store is always linked there for my favorite things. So if you want to know where you can't get to find these, there are a few on Amazon, a little pricey. Also QVC does have them as well. I think they have, I think it's the Temptations. They might have a set of 4, but check out your local DT. Check out thrift stores. Check out yard sales. They're always in the thrift store. People don't know how to use them. I love them. So thank you for watching. I will dish with you another day. Ta-ta for now, my lovelies.